La Secretaría de Prensa y Difusión de la Presidencia de informar al pueblo argentino que Eva Perón, jefa espiritual de la nación, entró en la inmortalidad a las 20:25 del día de hoy.
It is the sad duty of the Secretary of the Press to inform the people of Argentina that Eva Perón, spiritual leader of the nation, entered immortality at 20-25 hours today.
Has lived among us. How will we ever get by without her? She had her moments, she had some style. The best show in see and how she did nothing for years. You were supposed to have been immortal. That's all they wanted, not much to ask for. But in the end you could not deliver. Sick you fool, but you got it on. Enjoy your friend, you had it all wrong. The queen is dead, the king is through. She's not coming back to you. So we just kept us all alive till 17 October 1945. Traitor fool, just the man who grew and saw from 17 to 24. His country bled, crucified. She's not the only one who's died. Take you fools, you got it wrong. Enjoy your play because you haven't gone long. The queen is dead, the king is through. She's not coming back to you. It's our funeral too. Now aim a fiddle at every disadvantage you need if you're gonna succeed. No money, no class, no father, no bright lights. There was no where she'd been at the age of 15. As this tango singer found out, a tango singer, Agustin Magaldi, who has this Let me take you to heaven's door, where the music of love's guitars plays forevermore. In the glow of those twinkling lights, we shall love through eternity. On this night and a million nights, fly away with me. I never dreamed that a kiss could be as sweet as this, but now I know that it can. I used to wander alone without a love of my own. I was a desperate man. But on my grace, the pain and all the sorrow I feared wasn't there anymore. On that magical day, when you first came my way, on this night, on this night, on this night, a thousand stars, let me take you to heaven's door, where the music of love's guitars plays the audience here, heartstring we have you going. Listen, Sean, face the fact, they don't like your act. But this is who need. If this were Buenos Aires, I'd have this town at my feet. Members of the public, they tear me apart. I understand their feelings.
I wanna be a part of being Buenos Aires, Singapore. I want to be a part of being Buenos Aires, Singapore.
Just listen to that. They're on to you, Magali. I get out while you can.
It's happening last. I'm starting to get started. I'm moving out with my man.
However, don't get carried away.
I'm not to be fast. Suburbia departed. Put everything fixed in the back of the slips.
Don't hear words that I didn't say.
What's that? You deserve the girl you love.
The girl I love. What are you talking about?
She'll really brighten up your out-of-town engagement. She gave you all she had. She wasn't in your contract. You must be quite relieved that no one stole the papers. So I wanna be Buenos Aires, Singapore. Buenos Aires. I welcome the chance to shine in their city.
Do all your one-night stands give you this much trouble? But beware of the city. It's hungry and bold, can't be controlled, it is mad. Those who are fools are swallowed whole, and those who are not become what they should not become, changed. In short, they go bad.
That is for me. I'm born so clean and so ignored. I won't be predictable, respectable. Birds fly out of here, so why, oh why the hell can't I? I won't be one variety of society. I wanna be a part of Buenos Aires. She wants to be a part of Buenos Aires.
Find you, so now I shall come back and finally say, you have your way, come to town. But you look at me with a foreigner's eye. Imagine Coast City, a young rural city, a fantasy long since went down.
All you done to me was that a young girl's fantasy. I played your city games, alright, didn't I? I already know how the dirty city feels and looks. I tasted it last night, didn't I? I wanna be a part of Buenos Aires, big amor. She's gonna be a part of Buenos Aires, big amor.
Hey, but beware your ambition. It's hungry and cold, can't be controlled, will run wild. This here man is a danger enough, but you are a woman, not even a woman, not very much more than a child. Whatever you say, I'll not steal you away.
Buenos Aires. I knew I wanted to take a little somebody. You be on me too. I get out here, Buenos Aires. Stand back, you wanna know what you're gonna get in me. Just a little touch of stuff love too. You fill me up with your heat, with your noise, with your light over me. Let me dance in your beat, make it loud, let it hurt, run it through me. Don't look back, you are certain to impress. Tell the driver this is where I stay. Hello, Buenos Aires. Get this, just a look at me, the rest of somewhere to go. We'll put on a show. But then we can't jump like if you speak, give me life to be humming. Shoot me up with your butt, wind me up with your hands, what's becoming? All I want to go, but I'm excited. Tell the singer this is where I play. Stand back, Buenos Aires, because you wanna know what you're gonna get in me. Just a little touch of star quality. And if ever I go too far, it's because of the things you are. Beautiful town, I love you. And if I need a moment's rest, give you love the very best. We'll hide down and silence.
What makes the city hum? Who gives it life? The descamisados, the shirtless ones, the laborers, the butchers, the dockers, the shoveling workers in the stockyard and the factory and on the treadmill. Do these people have ambitions, views, opinions? They will soon. Don't you just love the smack of firm government? We all appreciate the invaluable support, order, and purpose provided by the military to our Constitution. It will soon be time for the military to be our Constitution. Say some, notably the military. The gathering at the Polo Ground glitters. The roses, the danglers, the hampers from Harrods, The clothes, the diamonds, the processions of nannies from England and France. Who on earth would want to pull the rug out from under the polished shoes of the cream of an Osiris society? Good night and thank you, Magali. You've completed your task. What more can we ask of you now? Please sign the book on your way out the door, and that will be all. If we need you, we'll call. But I don't think that's likely somehow. She's in every magazine, been photographed, seen, she is known. We don't like to rush, but your case has been packed. If we missed anything, you could give us a ring, but we don't always answer the phone.
Who
monopolize with fingers in dozens of different pies. Oh, but it's sad when all of them die.
One has no rules, is not precise. One rarely acts the same way twice. One's words, no device. Practicing the art of the possible. One always picks the easy fight. One praises fools, one smothers light. One shifts left to right. It's part of the art of the possible.
I'm only a radio star with just one weekly show. But speaking as one of the people, I want you to know we are tired of government able to give us the things we deserve.
One always thinks mistakes were planned. When risk is life, one takes one stand. With much sleight of hand. In politics, the art of the possible.
On this night, Luna Park Stadium, Buenos Aires, January 22nd, 1944. On this night, a concert in aid of the victims of an earthquake that devastated the town of San Juan, Argentina. On this night, of a thousand stars, let me take you to heaven's door, where the music of love's guitars plays forever. Damas y caballeros, Agustin Magali. Any minute now, the man of the hour, Eva Duarte.
Your act hasn't changed much.
Neither has yours. Tonight I'm proud to be the people's spokesman. You've given help to those who've lost their homes, but more than not, conclusively shown that the people should run their affairs on their own. Make
yes.
So am I. What a fortunate coincidence. Maybe you're my reward for my efforts here tonight.
It seems crazy, but you must believe there's nothing calculated, nothing planned. Please forgive me if I seem naive. I would never want to force your hand, but please understand I'll be good for you. I don't always rush in like this, 20 seconds after saying hello, telling strangers I'm too good to miss. If I'm wrong, I hope you'll tell me so, but you really should know I'd be good for you. I'd be surprisingly good for you. I won't go on if I'm boring you. But do you understand my point of view? Do you like what you hear, what you see, and would you be good for me too? I'm not talking of a hurried night, a frantic tumble and shining by, creeping home before it gets too light. That's not the reason that I caught your eye, which has to imply I'd be good for you. I'd be surprisingly good for you.
Please go on, you enthrall me. I can understand you perfectly, and I like what I hear, what I see, and knowing me, I would be good for you too.
I'm not talking of a hurried night, a frantic tumble and shining by, creeping home before it gets too light. That's not the reason that I caught your eye, which has to imply I'd be good for you. I'd be surprisingly good for you. Hello and goodbye. I've just unemployed you. You can go back to school. You had a good run. I'm sure he enjoyed you. Don't act sad or surprised. Let's be friends, civilized. Come on, little one. Don't stand there like a dummy. The day you knew would arrive is here. You'll survive. So move, funny face.
You said it, brother.
Should you wish to cause great distress in the tidiest officer's mess, just mention her name.
That isn't funny. The run is a fool, breaking every taboo, installing the girl in the army issue, and she's an actress, the last straw. Her only parts are between her thighs. She should stare at the ceiling and reach for the sky, or she could be this last war. The evidence suggests she has other interests. If it's her who's using him, he's exceptionally dim. Bitch! Dangerous Jane.
We have allowed ourselves to slip. We have ridiculous some grip. We have declined to an old-time low. Tops have become the step to
It's no crime for officers to do as they please, as long as their disputes and be clear on disease. We ignore, we disregard. The ones say aloud, a bit on the side, to move to the center where she's not qualified. We should all be on our guard. She should get into her head. She should not get out of bed. She should know that she's afraid to be loud and to say, slut. Dangerous Jane.
This has really been you missed what they tell us. Where you go from here missed what they which are the roles that she learned to play. Whom did you sleep dine with yesterday?
Is that the extent of your interest in me? It shows how futile acting must be.
Can we assume then that you'll quit? Is this because of your association with Colonel?
And on night and thank you. She won't be kept happy by her nights on the tiles. She says it's his body, but she's after his mind. So get back on to the scene. She should get into her head. She should not get out of bed.
She should know that she's not paid. To be loud and to be late.
The evidence suggests
She has other interests. If it's not the using it, he's exceptionally gay. Things have reached a pretty pass when someone brings you across. Priceless and bold, uninspired, can be accepted and admired.
dice are rolling, the knives are out. Would-be presidents are all around. I don't say they mean harm, but they each give an arm to see us 6 feet underground.
It doesn't matter what those morons say. Our nation's leaders are a feeble crew. There's only 20 of them anyway. What is 20 next to million two? All looking to you. All you have to do is sit and wait, keeping out of everybody's way. You'll be handed power on a plate.
pretty. If normal methods of persuasion fail to win us applause, there are other ways of establishing authority.
We have ways of making you vote for us, or at least of making you abstain.
They don't ask me side from the army and this we avow. But this time he saddles for those he is marching with now. Here's a point in every nose you on a stone to his and putting away.
Then again, I could be foolish not to quit while I'm ahead. I can see many miles away, inactive, sipping cocktails on a terrace, taking breakfast in bed, sleeping easy, doing crosswords. It's attractive.
Closing eyes, think like you and often get those nightmares too. They always make some sorcery. Sometimes it's very difficult to keep you mentally if it's you that you are following. Don't close doors, keep a distant clause, because we might lose a big battle. But one
taking peasants.
We shall see the children. I am only a simple woman who lives to serve God in his noble crusade to rescue his people. I was once as you are now. I have taken these riches from the old ones, only for you, for all of you. One day you will inherit these treasures. Les camiselos, please, les camiselos, when they fight those dragons, when they sing songs of glory, it is not just for tonight, but for all of us.
Things have reached a pretty pause when someone pretty loves can be respected and admired.
They are despicable classes dead, calling for love.
High flying adore, so young, the instant queen, a rich, beautiful thing of all talents, a cross between a fantasy of the bedroom and the same. And you were just a backstreet girl, hustling and fighting, scratching and biting. High flying adore. Did you believe in your wildest moment? Oh, this would be yours, that you'd become the lady of them all. Were there stars in your eyes when you crawled in at night? From the bars, from the sidewalks,
She can do what she likes, it doesn't matter much. She's a new Madonna with the golden touch. She filled the boring 45,000 seater. But if you're pretty with a general freako, that's not hard. Rain goes raining in Spain to see out the 40s. So you just acquired an ally who looks as secure in his job as you. But more important, current political thought is your wife's a phenomenal asset. What have you going through?
There you are, I told you so. Makes no difference where we go. The whole world over just the same. You should have heard them call our name, and you learn the rest of me.
I'm not underestimating you. Just do the same thing in Italy, Queens.
Now I don't like to spoil a wonderful story, but the news from Rome isn't quite so good. She hasn't gone down like we thought she would. Italy's on your beach by Argentine glory. They equate it on with Mussolini. Can't think why.
Hear that? They called me a whore. They actually called me a whore.
Signora Perron, it's an easy mistake. I'm still calling out the room, yet I gave up the seat long ago.
Things aren't all that bad, she meant with the boat. She got a papal declaration in a kindly word. So even the crowds gave Our Lady the bird. It's moving better than sit back, got the eye. What have you going through? A qualified. Ava started well, no question in France. Shining like the sun through the post-war haze. A beautiful reminder of the carefree days. She nearly captured the French, she sure had the chance. But she suddenly seemed to lose interest. She looked tired. Face of asphalt rain started to fade. I don't think she'll make it to England now. It wasn't understandable anyhow. You better get out the flags and finish a parade. Some kind of coming home in China is required. What have you going through? And no, and no,
And no.
let's hear it for the Rainbow Tour. It's been an incredible success.
The hell does the King of England think he is? Does he get some tin pot cast on the face? What kind of invitation is that? Argentina's first lady deserves Buckingham Palace. If England can do without a me, then Argentina can do without England. her to be, as you should have asked her to be. The actress hasn't learned the lines you'd like to hear. She won't join your clubs. She won't dance in your halls. She won't help the hungry once a month at your lumberjack. She'll simply take control as you disappear.
Forgive my intrusion, but fine is the sentiment sound. Little has changed for us peasants down here on the ground. I hate to seem churlish, ungrateful, I don't like to moan. But do you now represent anyone's cause but your
Everything done will be justified by my foundation.
And the money kept rolling in from every side.
Neighbors' pretty hands reached out and they respond. Now you may feel it should have been a voluntary cause, but that's not the point, my friends. When the money keeps rolling in, you don't ask how. Think of all the people gonna see some good times now. Neighbors call the hungry to her, open up the doors. Never been a fun like the foundation name of it.
Would you like to try a college education?
Own your landlord's house, take the family on vacation. Ava and her blessed fun can make your dreams come true. Here's all you have to do, my friends. Write your name and your dream on a card or parachute. Throw it high in the air and shoot Our Lady pick it. She will change your way of life for we all even too. Maybe anyone who cares as much as take a bit. And the money kept rolling out in all directions. From the poor to the weak to the destitute of all complexions. Now cynics claim a little of the cash is gone astray, but that's not the point, my friends. When the money keeps rolling out, you don't keep us. You can tell you've done well by the happy, grateful looks. Accountants only slow things down, figures get in the way. Never been a lady loved as much as Ava Fair.
this pantomime can last. Tell me before I ride off in the sunset, there's one thing I never got clear. How can you claim you're our savior when those who oppose you are stepped on or cut up or simply disappear?
Tell me before you get onto your bus, before joining the forgotten brigade. How can one person like me say, alter the time on where the gate is delayed? Tell me before you get onto your high horse, just what you expect me to do. I don't care the bourgeoisie say, I'm not in business for them, but you give all my next can be songs a magical moment or two.
There is evil, emperor around the mental system of government, quite incidental.
So what are my chances of honest advances? I'd say no, rather to win. I limited my sin than to lose with a halo.
Tell me before I seek worthier passions and thereby restore self-esteem. How can you be so short-sighted to look never further than this week or next week to have no impossible dream?
Allow me before you slink off to the sideline to mark your adieu with 3 cheers. But first tell me who'd be delighted to know that I tackled the world's greatest problems from war to pollution. No robust solution, even if I lived for 100 years.
There is evil, ever around the mental system of government, quite incidental.
Survive your aim to somewhere unstable and stay there. Rip up your head with a tottering state and not keep your dear. Is that clear? I'd give for that 100 years, but the physical interferes. Every day more, oh my Creator, what is the good of the strongest heart in a body that's falling apart? A serious flaw. I hope you know that.
It's all very well to a certain extent for the lady at the side of the president to show an interest in office. So let's not be blind to the drift of events. She's eclipsing the strength of the government. She should return to innocence. She will never win our hearts. She's a woman for her stars. She holds no elected post. She's an ornamented ghost. But on the other hand, she's all they have. She's a diamond in their dull gray lives, and that's the hardest kind of stone. It usually survives. And if you think about it, can you recall the last time they loved anyone at all? She's not a bauble you can brush aside. She's been out doing what we just talked about. Example, gave us back our businesses princesses got the English out. And if you think about it, well, why not do one or two of the things we promised to? But on the other hand, she's slowing down. She's lost a little of that magic drive, but I would not advise those critics present to derive any satisfaction from her fading star. She's the one who's kept us where we are.
She's the one who's kept you where you are.
What's new? Buenos Aires. Your nation, which a few years ago had the second largest gold reserves in the world, is now bankrupt. A country which grew up and grew rich on beef is now rationing it. La Prensa, one of the few newspapers that dare to oppose Peronism, has been silenced. And so have all of the reasonable voices. I'll tell you what's new. Buenos Aires.
Dice are rolling, the knives are out. I see every bad sign in the book, and as far as they can, overweight to a man. They have that lean and hungry look.
Still have the magic we've always had. The best and these others still worship me. We are armed thanks to them and no one else. No thanks to your generals, a clutch of stuffed cuckoos.
It's not a question of a big parade, proving we're big with the mobs on the street.
You're wrong, the people, my people.
The people belong to no one. They are fickle, can be manipulated. They don't matter, however much they love you now. It matters more as far as my stuffed cuckoos are concerned. You don't politically exist.
So I don't exist. So I count for nothing. Try saying that on the street. And all the world I am empty. Most of your generals wouldn't be recognized by their own mothers. What then has been I exist when I become vice president?
That won't work. We've been through all of this before. They'll fight you tooth and nail. You never overcome them with 100 rallies. And even if you did,
Yes?
your little body's slowly breaking down. You're losing speed, you're losing strength, not style. That goes on flourishing forever. But your eyes, your smile, do not have the sparkle of your fantastic past. If you climb one more mountain, it could be your last.
I'm not that ill. Bad moments come, but they go. Some days are fine, some a little bit harder. If that doesn't mean I should change my routine, have you ever seen me defeated? Don't you forget what I've been through, and yet I'm still standing. And
Death is chilling. Of course you're not going to die.
Then I must now be vice president, and I shall have my people come to choose, to bet odds, to wear their country's crowns in thousands, in my squares and is all. Oh, I shall be a great vice president.
So what happens now? So what happens now?
Where am I going to?
Don't baby mom.
Where do we go from here? This isn't where we intended to be. We had it all. You believed in me. I believed in you. Certainties disappear. What do we do for our dream to survive? How do we keep all our passions alive as we used to do? Deep in my heart I'm concealing things that I'm longing to say, scared to confess what I'm feeling, frightened you'll
Forgive my intrusion, Evita. I just have to see how you admit you have lost a brand new experience. We got it set up. We fixed you a broadcast, and you're so good on the air.
The actress hasn't learned the lines you'd like to hear. How could she feel defeated? She sad for her country, sad to be defeated by her own weak body. I want to tell the people of Argentina, I've decided I should decline all the honors and titles you pressed me to take, for I'm contented. Let me simply go as the woman brings her people to the heart of Perú. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I shall not leave you. Though it make it harder for you to see me, I'm Argentina and always will be. Have I said too much? There's nothing more I can think of to say to you. But all you have to do is look at me to know that every word is true.
Es el triste deber de la Secretaría de Prensa y Difusión de la Presidencia de informar al pueblo argentino que Eva Perón, jefa espiritual de la nación, entró en la inmortalidad a las 20:25 del día de hoy.
She had her moments, she had some style. The best show in town was the crowd.
Outside the Casa Rosada, crying gave up Perón. But that's all gone now.
Seems crazy, but you must believe there's nothing cowardly, nothing black.
the choice was mine and mine completely. I could have any price that I desire. I could burn with the splendor of the brightest star, or else I could choose time. Remember, I was very young then, and the year was forever and a day. So what use could 50, 60, 70 be? I saw the lights, and I was on my way. And how I lived, how they shone, but how soon the lights were gone. The choice was mine and no one else's. I could have the millions at my feet, give my life to people I might never meet, or else to children of my own. Remember, I was very young then, thought I needed the numbers on my side, thought the more that you loved me, the more loved I'd be. But such things cannot be multiplied. Oh, my daughter, oh, my son, understand what I have done.
Money was raised to build a tomb, a monument to Evita. Only the pedestal was completed, and Evita's body disappeared. For 17